Welcome students in 9th Maths second. We started the topic fifth quadrilateral. In this topic, in earlier video, we had seen some properties of quadrilateral, different types of quadrilateral and types of quadrilateral like square, rectangle, rhombus, okay, kite. This is the types of quadrilateral. In last video, we had seen the quadrilateral type is parallelogram and properties of parallelogram. Okay, you know, remember the properties of parallelogram? Yes or no? You remember the properties of parallelogram. Today we will see properties of rectangle, rhombus and square. Type of quadrilateral, which quadrilateral? Type of quadrilateral, rectangle, rhombus and square. You know what is the rectangle? Opposite sides are congruent and each angle is 90 degree. Okay, and diagonals are congruent. What is the property of rhombus? What is the property of rhombus? All sides are congruent. All four sides are congruent. And diagonals bisect each other. Square, all sides are congruent and each angle is 90 degree and diagonals are congruent. Okay, so we know the all properties of rectangle, rhombus and square. Today we will see the proof of that property. Okay, how this proof is come we will see. First step, we take some of the properties. Okay, first theorem is diagonals of a rectangle are congruent. We know the property of rectangle, that the diagonals of rectangle are congruent. Today we will see the proof of this. Okay, for this I draw here a rectangle A, B, C, D. I had drawn here. Okay, we have to prove what we have to prove. Diagonals of rectangle are congruent. मराठीमध्ये कसं म्हणणार आपण? आयताचे कर्ण काय असतात? कॉन्ग्रुएंट असतात. मग इथे गिवन मध्ये काय येईल? इफ मध्ये इफ आणि देन मध्ये कन्वर्ट करायचं आहे आपल्याला. इफ इट इज रेक्टँगल देन डायगोनल्स आर कॉन्ग्रुएंट. वी कन्वर्ट दिस इन कंडिशनल स्टेटमेंट. इंग्लिश मध्ये तुम्हाला असेल कंडिशनल स्टेटमेंट. इफ आणि देन मध्ये कन्वर्ट करता येईल की नाही तुम्हाला? दिस इज सिंपल स्टेटमेंट. वी कन्वर्ट इट इनटू इफ एंड देन. इफ द गिवन क्वाड्रिलेटरल इज रेक्टँगल देन इट्स डायगोनल्स आर कॉन्ग्रुएंट. मीन्स गिवन मध्ये काय येणार आहे? रेक्टँगल आहे आणि प्रूव्ह काय करायचं आहे? डायगोनल्स आर कॉन्ग्रुएंट. ओके, गिवन काय आहे प्रूव्ह काय करायचं कळलं असलं का? गिवन मध्ये काय येणार आहे? क्वाड्रिलेटरल ए बी सी डी इज अ रेक्टँगल. वी हॅव टू प्रूव्ह diagonal AC and diagonal BD are congruent. So I had joined here AC and BD. Diagonal join केले. हाँ? Okay, understand given and to prove. Now let's try to find the proof. For this, see here two triangles are formed. We have to prove AC and BD is congruent. So we take the triangle such that it contains AC and BD. आपल्याला AC आणि BD congruent दाखवायचे ना, मग ते AC आणि BD असलेला ट्रायंगल आपण चूज करायचा. म्हणजे आता AC असलेला ट्रायंगल कुठला होता बघा? दिस ट्रायंगल. ओके, ABC. आणि BD असलेला ट्रायंगल कुठला होतोय? ADB. ओके, बघा मी तेच चूज केलं का? इन ट्रायंगल DAB and in triangle ABC. Why I choose this triangle? Understand? Because it contains diagonal AC and diagonal BD. In this triangle, proof C, in triangle DAB and in triangle ABC or CBA. Okay? Look at these both triangles. You know the test for congruent. SSS test, SAS test, AA test, hypotenuse side test. According to any of the tests, we can show that these two triangles are congruent. See here, AD is congruent to BC or not? Because these are the opposite sides of rectangle. First step, segment AD is congruent to segment BC because opposite sides of rectangle. Second, angle DAB congruent angle CBA or ABC because each is 90 degree. Okay, and see, observe this मी ट्रायंगल वर अनेकदा मी करते बघा. DAB and ABC. AB side repeat here. Yes or no? Yes. Therefore, AB is here common side. Segment AB congruent segment AB because common side. Okay. In these both triangles, AD is congruent to BC because opposite sides of rectangle are congruent. Angle A congruent angle B because each 90 and AB is congruent to AB because common side. So side angle side angle side means which test? Side angle side means SAS test. According to SAS test, which triangles are congruent? See, write first angle A and here B. Then AD BC remains B. Here remains A. Means both these triangles are congruent by SAS test. Now what is the diagonal here? AC and BD. See here, diagonal DB congruent diagonal CA. That is BD is congruent to AC. BD. AC is congruent to BD. Okay, AC is congruent to BD. Understand first proof. Now see one more proof. One more theorem. What is the theorem? Diagonals of a rhombus are perpendicular bisector of each other. Here we had seen one property of rectangle. Now here we will see one property of rhombus and proof of that property. What is given here? Diagonals of rhombus are perpendicular bisector of each other. Rhombus चे diagonals काय असतात? एकमेकांचे perpendicular bisector असतात. Means here given is the quadrilateral is rhombus. Okay? Here given is quadrilateral is rhombus, and we have to prove diagonals are perpendicular bisector of each other. Okay? Understand? Given and what we have to prove. Okay? Now, so a rhombus is given. Therefore, I had drawn here a rhombus. Rhombus is EFGH. Rhombus means all sides are congruent. I indicated by identical mark here. Okay? Now given is it is a rhombus. Which is the rhombus here? Quadrilateral EFGH is a rhombus given. And we have to prove diagonals are perpendicular bisector of each other. Which are diagonals here? Join the diagonals EG and FH. Join the diagonals. Means these are the perpendicular bisector of each other मध्ये म्हणजे एकमेकांचे. हा ह्याच्याशी परपेंडिक्युलर बायसेक्टर आहे आणि हा ह्याच्याशी परपेंडिक्युलर बायसेक्टर आहे. एकच नाही आहे. एकच जर परपेंडिक्युलर बायसेक्टर असेल तर हे बायसेक्ट होणार आहे फक्त. पण हा पण काय होतो? बायसेक्ट होतो. आपल्याला सांग विचारलं म्हणजे दोन्ही पण काय होतात? एकमेकांचे परपेंडिक्युलर पण आहेत आणि बायसेक्ट. दोन्ही डायगोनल्स काय होतात? बायसेक्ट होतात. म्हणून तर दोन येणार आहे प्रूफ बघा. डायगोनल EG is perpendicular bisector of diagonal FH and diagonal FH is perpendicular bisector of diagonal EG. दोन्ही वेगवेगळे कंडिशन आहे. एकच दुसऱ्याला बायसेक्ट होते म्हणजे काय? हे दोन भाग होणार आहे. दुसरं वरचं होणार नाही ना. आणि हा बायसेक्ट करायचा आहे म्हणजे दोन्ही पण आपल्याला दाखवावं लागणार आहे. ओके? अंडरस्टँड हाऊ व्हॉट इज द proof? Now let's start proof. We prove the first. Similarly we can write the second. First see EF. See here EF is congruent to EH given. Okay? And GF is congruent to GH. See here EF is congruent to EH and GF is congruent to GH given because it is rhombus. Now this is one most important statement. Every point which is equidistant from endpoints of a segment is on the perpendicular bisector of the segment. Meaning कळालं का बघायचं? आपल्याला आधी दुसऱ्या काय तिसऱ्या टॉपिकमध्ये थेरम झालेला बघा. अर्थ कळाला का बघा? Every point which is equidistant from endpoint of the segment. Segment आहे हा. आहे का segment हा? Suppose this is segment AB. Every point which is equidistant from endpoints. या endpoints चे कुठले कुठले आहेत? A आणि B हे त्याचे endpoints आहेत, राईट का? यापासून इक्विडिस्टन्स पाहिजे. म्हणजे ते डिस्टन्स आहे, हे डिस्टन्स जर सेम असेल, इक्वी डिस्टन्स म्हणजे काय, इक्वल डिस्टन्स असेल तर काय म्हटले बघा, इज ऑन द परपेंडिक्युलर बायसेक्टर ऑफ द सेगमेंट. हा इक्वी डिस्टन्स असेल तर तो काय असतो, ह्याच्या परपेंडिक्युलर बायसेक्टर वर असतो. अर्थ कळला का बघा, सेगमेंटचे एंड पॉइंट्स पासून इक्वी डिस्टन्सला असेल तर तो काय असतो, परपेंडिक्युलर बायसेक्टर असतो. अर्थ कळला, लक्षात आला, अर्थ लक्षात आला काय, एंड पॉइंट पासून जर इक्वी डिस्टन्स वर कुठला पॉइंट असेल तर तो काय असतो, त्याला परपेंडिक्युलर बायसेक्टर असतो. ओके, every point which is equidistant from end points of the segment is on the perpendicular bisector of that segment. Okay, so point E and G, see here, point E and G equidistant आहे काय, हा point E F आणि H पासून equidistant आहे का, आणि point G F पासून आणि H पासून equidistant आहे का, आहे. Point E and point G are on perpendicular bisector of segment HF. हे डिस्टन्स काय आहे, इक्वी डिस्टन्स आहे का एंड पॉइंट्स पासून, आणि ह्या एंड पॉइंट पासून हे इक्वी डिस्टन्स आहे का, म्हणजे हा काय असणार आहे, परपेंडिक्युलर बायसेक्टर असणार आहे. कोण, EG is perpendicular bisector of FH. EG is perpendicular bisector of segment CF. Therefore diagonal EG is perpendicular bisector of diagonal HF or FH. Okay, understand? Similarly we write म्हणायचं, आता आपण हे दोन पॉइंट घेतले ना ज्यापासून इक्वी डिस्टन्स, आता सेकंड प्रूव्ह करता काय करायचं, हे दोन पॉइंट्स ह्याच्यापासून इक्वी डिस्टन्स घ्यायचं, म्हणजे काय होणार आता, HE congruent to HG and FG congruent to FE. Okay, therefore point H and F are equidistant from these two points. आहेत का, point H and E equidistant आहे का ह्याच्यापासून. Okay, therefore HF is perpendicular bisector to EG. Similarly काय करू शकतो आपण, HF is perpendicular bisector of EG. Okay, understand? Similarly हे सेम त्या पद्धतीने करायचं, त्यामुळे आपण प्रूव्ह करायची गरज नाही. Similarly we prove. Okay, so we see the two theorems. Diagonals of a rectangle are congruent and diagonals of a rhombus are perpendicular bisector of each other. Okay, now we see one more theorem. Now see page number 68. Write the proof of the following statements. तुम्हाला इथे प्रूफ दिले, तीन जे प्रूफ लिहायला सांगितलेत, रिमेंबर दिसच्या वरचं बघा. ट्राय टू सॉल्व ॲट होम द प्रूफ ऑफ दॅट क्वेश्चन्स. you write the proof. Okay, now we will see some examples in practice set 5.3. What is the question? First, see, diagonals of a rectangle ABCD intersect at point O. If AC is equal to 8 cm, then find BO, and if angle CAD is equal to 35, then find angle ACB. What is given? Rectangle is given, ABCD is given. Okay, diagonals of rectangle intersect at point O. Diagonals intersect at point O. AC is 8. AC is given 8 cm, and we have to find BO, and angle CAD. This angle is given 35 degree, and we have to find angle ACB. We have to find. Okay, understand what is given here? See, given quadrangle ABCD is a rectangle, and we are given diagonal AC 8 cm and angle BAC 35 degree. We have to find BO and angle ACB. Okay, so let's start. How to find? You know the properties of rectangle. You know the properties of rectangle. Which property here we use? See, AC is given. What is AC given? 8 centimeter. Here AC is diagonal of that rectangle. Okay, and we have to find BO. Okay, so AC is given. Diagonals of rectangle are congruent. Therefore, AC is congruent to BD. Diagonals of a rectangle are congruent. Therefore, diagonal AC congruent diagonal BD. Okay, AC and BD congruent असणार आहे. Now AC is given 8 centimeter, but AC length AC is given 8 centimeter. Therefore, length BD becomes 8 centimeter. Okay, length BD पण किती येणार आहे? 8 centimeter. BD becomes 8 centimeter. But we want BO. We know one more property of diagonals. Diagonals of rectangle are congruent and bisect each other. Not perpendicular. तो perpendicular असतात का हे नाही, पण bisect होतात. Therefore, काही बघा मग. Therefore, length BO is equal to half length BD. What is the reason? Diagonals of a rectangle bisect each other. Bisect each other. Okay. Therefore, we write BO as half of the BD. Therefore, length BO is equal to half into 8. 2 1s are 2, 2 4s are 8. Therefore, length BO is equal to 4 centimeter. What is the value of length BO? 4 centimeter. Also, we have to find what is we have to find here. See, angle ACB. See, where is the angle ACB? ACB. Observe what is given angle DAC is given 35 degree. And if you observe what kind of this angle is? Alternate angles. Okay. झेडाकार आहे का? Alternate angle. These two lines AD and BC are parallel. Okay. And AB is transversal. Sorry, AC is transversal. So these are the alternate angles. Therefore, this angle is equal to angle ACB. Therefore, it is also 35 degree. Okay. See, side AD, parallel side BC, and segment AC is transversal. So therefore, what becomes? Therefore, angle DAC congruent angle ACB, because these are alternate angles. These are alternate angles. Okay. Therefore, angle ACB is equal to 35 degree. ACB को कितना देना है? 35 degree. Understand? One diagonal is given. From this we find the second diagonal BO. Okay. BD diagonal we have to find. So diagonals are bisect each other. Therefore, length BO is equal to half length BD. Half is 4. And these are the alternate angles because these two sides are parallel and AC is transversal. So angle DAC congruent angle ACB. Therefore, ACB is also 35 degree. Okay, understand first example. Next, see the second example. What is the second example here? In a rhombus PQRS, if PQ is equal to 7.5 Then find QR. If angle QPS is equal to 75, see, we will see the question second. In a rhombus PQRS, you draw the figure of rhombus. Rhombus means all sides are congruent. Okay. PQRS is given. And what given? See, in a rhombus PQRS, PQ is equal to, this is equal to 7.5 centimeter. Find QR. We have to find QR. Angle QPS, this angle is given 75 degree. And we have to find PQR and SRQ. Okay. I only told you how to find. You find yourself. What is given? See here. Quadrilateral PQRS is given. Quadrilateral. This quadrilateral is rhombus. Okay. Rhombus is given. Rhombus means all sides are congruent. PQ, QR, RS and PS are congruent. Here we had given PQ 7.5 centimeter and we have to find QR. What is the QR? QR is also of 7.5 because all sides of rhombus are congruent. So first step you may write length PQ is equal to length QR because all sides of rhombus are congruent. Therefore, length QR is equal to also 7.5 centimeter. Okay. Then second, angle P is given 7.5 and we have to find Q and R. See, opposite sides of rhombus are congruent. Okay. Opposite sides of rhombus are congruent. Angle SRQ congruent angle SPQ because opposite angles of a rhombus are congruent. Okay. Therefore, angle SRQ is equal to, what is SPQ? 75 degree. Okay. And last one is angle PQR. How to find PQR? See, this is rhombus. All sides are congruent. These two lines are parallel. And this is transversal. Therefore, these two angles are interior angles. Sum of the interior angle is 180. So we find angle Q. See, segment PS, parallel segment QR, and PQ is transversal. Therefore, angle SPQ plus angle PQR is equal to 180 degree because interior angles. Okay. Angle SPQ is 75 degree plus angle PQR we have to find is equal to 180 degree. Therefore, angle PQR is equal to 180 degree minus 75 degree. Therefore, angle PQR is equal to 105 degree. This angle is 105. Okay. In the examples in practice at 5.3, you know the properties of rectangle, rhombus and square. You find the answer of any type of question. Okay. We see first example and second example. Now see the third example. What is given in the third example? Diagonals of a square IJKL L intersect at point M. हा स्क्वेअर दिलाय त्याचे डायगोनल्स M पॉइंटला इंटरसेक्ट होते म्हणून सांगितलेलं आहे. We have to find angle IMJ. Where is the point IMJ? IMJ. This JIK. This angle. And LJK. This angle. We have to find. Okay. How will this find? See first IMJ. Where is IMJ? This angle is diagonals of a square are perpendicular bisector of each other. Therefore, angle IMJ is equal to 90 degree. Okay. Diagonals of a square are perpendicular bisector of each other. Therefore, diagonals of square are perpendicular bisector of each other. Therefore, angle IMJ is equal to how many? 90 degree. Okay, this angle is 90 degree. First calculated. Okay, first calculated. Now second, JIK. This angle. We know the one more property of square. What is the property? Diagonals of a square bisect opposite angles. Opposite angle काय करतात ते bisect करतात. Bisect म्हणजे दोन समान भाग करतात. मग I आणि K हे कसले अँगल आहेत? अपोजिट अँगल आहेत का? मग ते काय करतात एकमेकांना बायसेक्ट करतात. म्हणजे I अँगल किती आहे? 90 डिग्री आहे का? तो बायसेक्ट झाला म्हणजे किती होणार आहे? 45 डिग्री. म्हणजे JIK किती होणार आहे? 45 डिग्री. याद आहे का? Okay. And LJK this also is 45 degree. Not 90. All these 90 degree. Bisect केला मग किती होणार आहे तो? 45 degree. Okay. So second काय लिहूया? Angle property लिहूया पहिला. Write the property first. Diagonals of a square bisects opposite angles. Therefore angle JIK is equal to half angle JIL. Angle JIK is equal to half into what is JIL? JIL is 90 degree. Therefore, angle JIK is equal to 45 degree. Okay. And also, and which angle? Angle also angle LJK is equal to 45 degree. You can understand this. This is perpendicular bisector. So this angle is 90 degree. One more property: diagonals of a square bisect opposite angles. आपण कागदाचं करून बघितलं तरी पण तुम्हाला लक्षात येईल ते फोल्ड केलं तर ते निम्म निम्म होतोय. ओके. Therefore bisect each other. Therefore this angle JIK and LJK are half of the 90 means 45. Okay, understand this question? Question number 4 you try to solve in homework and see last question. Page number 69. Question number 5 see all of you. State with reason whether the following statements are true or false. First statement: every parallelogram is a rhombus. false because in parallelogram with reason लिहायचं आपल्याला. Because काय करणार बघा, because in parallelogram opposite sides are parallel, only opposite sides are parallel, but in rhombus all sides are congruent. In parallelogram opposite sides are congruent, in rhombus all sides are congruent, therefore it is false statement. Okay, every rhombus is a rectangle. False because in rectangle each angle is 90 degree, but in rhombus not necessary, each angle is 90 degree. समभुज चौकोनामध्ये साइड्स कॉन्ग्रुएंट असतात पण अँगल 90 पाहिजे असं काय नाही. नेक्स्ट, एव्हरी रेक्टँगल इज अ पॅरलोग्राम. एव्हरी रेक्टँगल, सी, एव्हरी रेक्टँगल, every rectangle is parallelogram because in rectangle opposite sides are parallel and opposite sides are congruent, not necessary to see angle. Okay, every rectangle is parallelogram. Parallelogram दाखवायचं आपल्याला म्हणजे parallelogram ची प्रॉपर्टी लक्षात घ्यायची. Opposite sides are parallel and congruent. In rectangle also opposite sides are parallel and congruent. Okay, but not every parallelogram is rectangle. Okay, means this statement is true. Third statement, every rectangle is parallelogram. True. Next, for every square is rectangle. Every square is rectangle. True, because in rectangle all angles are congruent. In square also all angles are 90 degree, means congruent. And rectangles opposite sides are congruent. In square also opposite sides are congruent because all sides are congruent. And last, every square is a rhombus. True, because in rhombus all sides are equal and in square also all sides are equal, therefore it is true statement. And last one is every parallelogram is rectangle. False, because rectangle opposite sides are congruent and parallel, but in rectangle there is 90 degree but not necessarily in parallelogram, therefore it is false statement. Okay, so students, we have seen today two theorems on properties of rectangle, rhombus. Remaining property you solve at home, and your today's homework is try to solve practice set 5.3 in your notebook. Okay, thank you.